using all the lessons learned immediately after graduating, just had this incredible sense of pride that like I'm still capable of seeking out things that push me to my limit and achieving excellence. The support structure really, I owe it to the brotherhood that I'm still dialed the fuck in, ready to go to work every day.
Hey, what's up? I'm Steve Eckert, United States Marine and instructor of the project. Welcome to another episode of the MDK Project Show. This is a show for men in search of meaningful transformations in their family, fitness, finances, and faith, so they can discover true fulfillment in their lives through hardship, sacrifice, suffering, and a little bit of pain, so they can become even better husbands, fathers, leaders, and men. Today, I have a special guest, a graduate from the project, Carl Rosengren. What's up? Thanks for coming and joining us. What's going on?
Not much, doing pretty
Carl,
good.
let me ask you a question. How old are you?
22.
How long ago did you graduate the project?
It's actually almost been a year flat, and next week it'll be a year.
So how old were you when you graduated?
I was 22.
You were still, you were in 21? All right. So you're about, when's your birthday? Coming up?
December.
Okay, so coming up.
Yep.
So you were 22 when you graduated. I thought you were 21.
Oh, so it was so close after, we were just getting out of it. I was still in that mental fog, I guess. I was
What if your
21.
birthday landed on the day that you were in the project?
That would have been.
Would you have told anyone?
What's the worst that could happen?
There was a kid he told us at the graduation dinner that his birthday was the day before. We're like, holy shit, he made everyone swear not to say anything because we might have had a special birthday celebration for him, possibly. A little birthday cake, some candles to blow out or something. So let me ask you, 20, and what do you do? Where are you from and what do you do?
I am stationed in Oxnard right now. I'm serving on station at NMCB-4, Naval Mobile Construction Battalion, United States Navy.
Fucking awesome. So you're in the Navy, 22 years old. What in the hell did you think that you wanted to go and sign up for the project for?
Well, 21, military, just picked up E5, getting BAH. I was living hard and fast. I was taking advantage of all those allowances, allotments and stuff, and I was getting complacent. Took less than 3 years. I'm already E5, so young, wanted to have fun.
Hold on, 3 years and E5? Holy shit. Yeah. How the fuck did you get, how the hell did that happen?
I guess I'm just good at the military,
Holy shit. When I was in...
You couldn't,
not even in 4 years you could.
Yeah, you had
until
to
you re-enlisted.
re-up.
That's what I was E4, and they said if I re-enlisted after 4 years, I would possibly get E5.
Yeah.
I'd be eligible for it. That's crazy.
So, I was living hard and fast, and I knew I was getting complacent. I knew I needed something to push me and get me back into that mindset of seeking out excellence wherever I can find it. So,
And now you're E3. What's your rank now? No, I'm just kidding. Where you at?
Still just
Yeah. How long does that take to progress up?
I'll be eligible for advancement in, I think, next cycle, 6 months.
So you could be 23, and be an E6? That'd be fucking nuts. That is nuts. And wow. And in less than 4 years, pretty much.
Actually, I hit 4 in last October, or this October.
Awesome. So once you got signed up and registered, you realized you were getting into it. You'd just been through boot camp not too long ago before that, so it's like, all right, ready to go through it again. What were some of the things going through your head, or how'd the preparation go for you? More so on like the mental side, like what was going through your head about getting ready for the project?
Getting ready, I knew it's gonna hurt. It's gonna test me. The instructors know that the human body can only do so much before it gets like really hard. So I was like, okay, I'm in pretty good shape, doing PSTs, swimming, running, doing all this stuff. Mentally, I was like, I got to go through all the things they're gonna do. We're always gonna fuck up. You can never do anything perfect. So I was like, okay, just get used to restarting.
In all fairness, if I remember correctly, like sometimes in the military, like boot camp, the drill instructors they just will throw something on the floor, right? Like,
Absolutely.
who left this here?
Absolutely.
We did not have to make up anything for your class. You were a fucking shit show. We didn't have to plant any kind of seeds for that. But yeah, continue.
So I was just getting in the mindset of like, just think every step you take during a run, or every push-up you do, or every, like when you're low crawling, every kick or whatever you want to call it, just think of doing it again. You're going to do it again, twice, whatever, as many times as it takes. But also going through boot camp, I know that you guys have a timeline to keep. So if you say we're going to do something all night, We might.
Yeah. Let's not go too deep into the trade secrets.
All right.
Let's not give way to it. But some things we did do all night. But on top of that, so all that stuff you're saying, that shit is getting me excited. This is like fun shit, right? Like, I mean, overall, I think you had fun there. I think.
Oh
for the
yeah,
most
it
part.
really takes me back when you got on my face after the weighted hike, and I was just like, man, I'm really glad. I'm really grateful that I have all the training I do. Otherwise, that might have been a problem.
Exactly. No, you handled it like a fucking champ. That's awesome. What were some of the parts that were sections that were actually a struggle for you, or maybe a little harder or a little difficult, or that you didn't so much enjoy? What would those be for you?
I think physically, probably the surf, going to the beach, obviously is cold, miserable. And I remember on the sizzle reel, just you can see me. I'm seized up. I'm jackhammering like a mother. And so physically, that one was probably the hardest. But mentally, I think was the silent trek on the eucalyptus when we finish at the pole, tap it, and then back. You got to do it silently. And I was in charge of that. And I was like, okay, I'm in this leadership role. We can't talk. How am I going to do this? How am I going to figure this out? And me personally, could have done it better. Definitely could have set up something, but it was a learning experience, high stress.
But you guys actually did better when you weren't allowed to talk than when you were. Like the simplicity actually made you guys did it faster.
Oh,
even.
well, that's the first I heard that.
Yeah, the way back was even faster than the way there. Still a shit show, but every class is a shit show. That's the way it goes. What were some of the parts? What were some of the evolutions where you just had a fucking blast that you just loved?
Oh, the attacking the hill. Just I love coming in first. So I treat everything like a race. So I loved that. Just even if I started in the back, try to get to the front. Just punch through. Anything high intensity like that. As sick as I am, I fucking love the pit. I loved it because it hurt. Like I wanted that. I wanted to experience all the pain and the chafing and all that.
For what reason? What did that do for you? What was the purpose of that? What do you get out of that?
It's just I can say that I did it. I have the pride of like, yeah, I went and I got the shit kicked out of me for 3 days straight. I loved it.
And it shows you what you're capable, not just what you're capable of physically, but think about like the amount of shit that you guys accomplished in a 24-hour period is more than most people do in a week.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? And doing it with a smile on your face and having fun. Like you're getting all pumped up just thinking of it, talking about it. You're getting me all fucking pumped up. And I'm ready to, we're going to have some fun coming up tomorrow. We're going to have some fun. I'll tell you that. You're getting me worked up. So that's awesome. That's good stuff. So it's now almost a year for you. What's this year been like for you since you've graduated? What kind of results have you noticeably seen in yourself, or have others seen in you, or how has your life been different since you graduated?
I definitely dialed in my discipline. I've made so many lifestyle changes, it's hard to count. I dialed in and started reading, being more disciplined with myself, investing, editing relationships, like using all the lessons learned immediately after graduating. Just had this incredible sense of pride that like I'm still capable of seeking out things that push me to my limit and achieving excellence as a result. I love being part of it. I love the camaraderie, the brotherhood, and just what it's done for me. Really dialed me in.
That's fucking awesome. So during the lockdowns and Corona and all these quarantines, it affected you guys, the military, just like anyone else, right?
Oh,
like you were shut down in certain areas or quarantined and all that kind of stuff. How did you have all that kind of stuff going on?
We did, and actually I think that is a big reason, going back to the why of why I got so complacent. We weren't going to work. Like we were quarantined for months, and I definitely started slipping there. So once I found the project, I was like, I need that right now.
And then afterwards, there was still, even after you graduated, obviously, because this has been going on for fucking
ever.
Yeah, nuts. But how do you feel like you dealt with that? Because that's young kid on your own. You're going on deployments, but then you're also dealing with quarantine and all these weird fucking guidelines you have to deal with. It's bad enough dealing with the military's guidelines. First of all, it's obviously very strict, and you have to live a certain way. Now, add on top of that some medical quarantine, coronavirus bullshit.
Yeah.
Combine that together, it's got to be pretty stressful. How do you?
It was.
How do you feel like you would have dealt with that had you not gone through the project?
I couldn't tell you. I don't know. When I was in Atsugi on quarantine, I reached out to you because I was
remember
doing my personal trainer certification, And I think if I hadn't done this, I wouldn't have taken this initiative to find something that I could use during quarantine, like working on my CPT. So, I remember the check-ins, I would be like, man, I'm kind of not doing too hot. Like, I'm struggling here. And then you telling me, take this opportunity to reflect, meditate. And I was like, holy shit, dude. Like, you're probably right. So I did, and immediately I was like, wow, I'm just grateful for having your insight and having the capability to reach out to anyone in the group for support. It really does help.
I can imagine, especially in this shit. I know when we were in the military, and we were not during wartime. We were not during any quarantine time when I was in there, and free time, and it was a shit show. Like, we found any reason to go drink, get fucking wasted, go get in fights, get in trouble out in town, people getting arrested, all that stuff. We'd be in Tijuana, Mexico, which is why it's banned, because our generation got Tijuana. We would be there every fucking weekend, but I heard it's banned now. Is that true?
I can't go there now.
It's off limits. So
can't go to Mexico.
You can thank my generation, bro. We fucked it up for you. There's something about midgets and a donkey show down in Mexico that you're missing out on. You got to make a trip once you get out. You're missing out on life. But that's just fucking awesome that you were able to, during a time when I'm sure you saw some people really slip downhill.
Absolutely.
Into their vices and addictions, even happens in the military, right? I've seen it. Alcoholism and all this other stuff.
Yeah.
You could have easily just been sitting around drinking all the time. Instead, you're getting in the fucking gym, you're reading, educating yourself, getting certified as a trainer. Like, why not make the most of that? Like, I'm gonna be stuck in this room. Let me come out of this room a fucking badass.
An animal.
Like, with some knowledge and wisdom and in fucking great shape and health. Like, that's right there is why you're at the level you are at such a young age in the military, which is fucking crazy. So that's awesome. How is it now, a year later? How much kind of interaction and impact does the project still have on you, like, now?
So I think the biggest thing was coming off of deployment. I don't know if you saw the check-in. Old Jody, never stops, tale as old as time. My girlfriend at the time found someone else, so immediately came on. I was like, hey guys, I'm fucking hurting right now. And the amount of support that I got never let any sort of negativity set in, didn't give it the fucking chance. They were, reach out, I'm here to talk. Actually, you know what, I'm gonna call you. Like, they were reaching out, they were helping me through that. And yeah, I don't think I would be as dialed in as I am right now if I didn't have them to do that for me, because the last time something like this happened, it took me into quarantine in this bad mindset, and that's what took me into this complacent mode, just what's the fucking point, So
a situation that could have ended up being a lot harder and difficult.
Undeserving of the title. Could have been that. But the support structure really, I owe it to the brotherhood that I'm still dialed the fuck in, ready to go to work every day.
That's fucking awesome, because let me tell you, those fucking women out there, especially when you're in the military, they will ruin your fucking life. Jody, you don't have the power over us anymore. We got a fucking armor against it now. We got a game plan. We're going to war with Jody. I like it. Good stuff. So let me ask you, what else? Like, that's a huge part, being part of this brotherhood. And at your age, to have that type of support and just being surrounded by just like-minded men from all different industries, from all over the country, all over the world, that you could just reach out to. That's a powerful thing. That's like some resources you could tap into and
absolutely
help you in so many areas of life. Like you said, you got into investing since then. Is that what you're doing? Like, fuck, at your age, like, when you're at my age, you're going to be fucking so far beyond and above. That's awesome. You're getting a good head start on things.
Yep.
So let me ask you, you're here to help out with this class coming up. You had to take leave, I guess?
Yes.
So you took leave just to come back for another week of the fun out in the suck. So what's some advice you'd have for these men about to go through the program, going through the project tomorrow, that could possibly help them out? Not just get through the project, but just get through fucking life. What are a couple of points you'd have for them?
Take the project for what it is. It's a high-speed simulation of the trials and tribulations of life. So you go into this, you go in to attack it, you come in to fucking crush it, and when you come out, you're going to be able to dominate life like nobody's business. You know it's going to hurt. Who fucking cares? Only you can feel it. But when you get out, everyone's going to see the results of what this program will do for you. So stay the course, trust the instructors, and don't fucking quit.
Fucking awesome. I like it. Thank you for joining us again for another episode of the MDK Project Show. Carl, thanks for coming and joining us on the show. Fucking
Anytime.
awesome, good stuff. If you have any questions, comments, you think that you might be a good fit to join the MDK Brotherhood and have the type of support system and camaraderie that Carl has become a part of in the last year, just leave a comment down below or send me a private message. Make sure you like and share this video with anyone else who you think is in need of that type of support system. Because let me tell you, men these days don't have that type of camaraderie. They don't have that type of support and accountability of other like-minded, hungry, successful, motivated, savage men of fucking fire that they could turn to and relate to. So if you think that might be you or someone you know, make sure you comment down below, share this video. We will talk to you next time. You are fucking awesome. No excuses.